bend here. Elbow should be straight, core should be tight. And from here, we're just pulling the band straight down. The whole time we should keep those shoulder blades pinned back. Okay, we shouldn't be getting rounded forward. So you see the difference between this, elbows are bent versus elbows are straight, shoulder blades are pinched back, right? So I'm not arching my lower back, I'm pulling my lats back and then pulling it straight down like this. And we're gonna be holding that for 30 seconds.
Hold it for 30 seconds? Okay.
Arms are straight. Then we're gonna have a slight hinge forward. And then from here, we're gonna keep those elbows straight. There you go, good. And then pull it straight down, elbows straight. So make sure you keep those elbows straight. There you go, pull, 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 and hold. You should be feeling it through right here. There you go, good. Let's just squeeze that core a little bit more and try to get a little bit more of a lean forward. There you go.
Salt and pepper.
I love the salt and pepper. Great on a steak, great music.
Yes, that's your tagline.
Hey, come on. Come on now. I love salt and pepper. Feeling any better?
Yeah, it does.
Good. So the process that we just did is called inhibit, which just means like we're trying to turn them off by like using the lacrosse ball. We're trying to turn it off by pressing down onto it, trying to release that muscle. Then we gotta lengthen it, so that's stretching. And then the last thing we're activating. So we're now trying to use this band to kind of like get those muscles
like wake them up. It's like, hey, we're open now. Like this is what we're doing.
Yeah, the other ones are to turn it off. Now we're trying to turn it back on. Okay, so we're gonna do one more round, 30 more seconds. Again, elbows straight, core is tight, and we're just pulling those arms straight down. Nope, reset. So don't want to ever let those elbows bend. Okay, so from here, if we go here, should be here, and it's just all shoulders. Shoulder to shoulder blade, there you go, good. And squeeze this back. Core should be tight. Lean forward a little bit more. There you go. Again, we're not trying to arch that lower back, we're trying to squeeze those shoulder blades back and rest. Beautiful job.
It feels like after doing that, like, you know when you wake up and you do your stretch? And I don't know how to explain that feeling. It's just that same feeling.
The body feels prepped now.
Yeah.
Ready to roll. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna be doing some bench assisted back flies with the plates. And the idea for this is just to we're working on bench, right? So we're gonna be working on our chest, but we're trying to work on waking up our antagonist muscles. So those are the muscles just in the back. Because again, when we're benching, we gotta be thinking of like squeezing those shoulder blades back, right? So this movement's gonna continue to help wake up. And from here, we're gonna be contracting all the way up, controlling halfway back down, all the way up, controlling halfway down. So we're never relaxing. There's always gonna be tension through the plates. And we're doing...
Oh wait, you had me do this last week, right?
Yep, same thing. So we're gonna do 20 reps of this, and we're doing 2 rounds.
Okay.
You're gonna push that chest into the bench. So come up. I'm gonna adjust, this elbow needs to bend a little bit more. There you go, and then try to get those hands a little higher. You're trying to get them up to that, boom. There you go, feel that?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna control back down, there, and then back up. Squeeze. You get up to the top and you squeeze right here. There you go, good. How much was that?
10.
Okay, so drop the weight, but do 10 more.
Without the weight?
Yep.
Okay.
Your left side is lagging behind the right just a little bit. Shouldn't try to get that left side up a little bit higher. There you go, better. You're starting here and they're getting more and more like this.
Oh, okay.
And you're coming up like this, so I want you to stay like more
wide.
Yeah, because that creates like a longer lever for you, right? Because the closer it gets to your body, the easier it's gonna be, just because there's less distance between your center of mass to that weight. You know, even if it's just your hand, right? This is harder. So we're just doing slight bend, but we shouldn't be starting to get this position. Yeah, we should be here, and then just kind of make sure we're staying nice and even. Your left side is starting to lag behind.
Oh, okay.
Like it's staying lower than the right, so we want to make sure we're even contraction, even contraction. Keep those feet planted. There you go. How many was that?
12.
Okay, great job. Last 8. Keep those feet planted, core tight, glutes are active. Let your body help you with this movement. There you go. Final push, come on. Beautiful. Great job. Amazing what a 2.5 pound plate can do to you, right? Great job. So first thing we're gonna be doing, or the first main primary movement pattern we're gonna be doing today is gonna be our barbell bench press. So I'll get this set up for you real quick. But we're gonna kind of keep it relatively the same as we did last time we did this. Is just keep it relatively light, continue to drill on form. We're not too worried about trying to, you know, we're not trying to break any
PRs today.
Any records or do anything too crazy. It's just more so just focusing on good movement patterns.
Raja.
Yeah, that looks. If we're just like focusing on like, oh, I want you to lift heavy weights and put more weight on, it's not gonna elicit the response we want. If we start and build just a bad bench press, right? We wanna build a good bench press first, and then from there we'll slowly add weight. For positioning, we wanna make sure shoulder blades are about right underneath the barbell, so we don't wanna be too far back. We don't want to be too high up. Top of shoulder blades right underneath the bar. From here, feet should be already planted onto the ground. Core should be tight. Shoulder blades should be squeezed back, right? My glutes are tight because I'm pushing through my legs, right? So the difference between relaxed and pushed. You see that? From here, we're gonna be grabbing onto the barbell. So we're gonna be trying to roll it forward and then get. For me, I like to have my pinkies on the first ring between the knurling. We'll play around and see what looks good for you, but I think that'd be a good spot for you as well. Just weigh yourself in more, and then from here, I'm gonna help you off. You're gonna take a count down, be 3, 2, 1. I'll be lifting it off for you, and I'm gonna pick it up for you, and then you just get those elbows straight, okay? And from here, bring it out over our chest, and then from here, you're gonna take a deep breath. And when you do a deep breath, I want you to puff your chest out. Deep breath in, squeeze those shoulder blades back. Then you're gonna pull the bar down to you, and then push it away. Pull it back down, and push it away. And when we push it away, we're just extending our elbows, right? We don't wanna be, again, with our shoulder blades, rounding forward. The tendency of people will bench and they'll round, right? We wanna stay
just straighten the arms.
Straight to those arms. And then once we're done, I'm gonna say rack. I'm gonna help you. Bring it back, rack, and we're done, okay?
It's harder than choreo with all you gotta keep in mind, you know? At least choreo, you just do that move and you're done with it.
To pinky and the first ring. So again, first thing I want you to do is I want you to bring those legs, feet in. Feet should be flat, but get them as close to, you wanna bring them as close as you can this way while keeping them flat. That's gonna give you more and more leverage. And your butt should still be on top of the bench, yeah? Find that position for you. So you should be able to like really drive into that ground.
The butt should be still engaging.
Butt should be like tight, but it shouldn't be off the bench.
Oh, it shouldn't be off the bench.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it feeling good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I want you to now get your shoulder blades tight. Don't let your shoulder blades be loosey-goosey. Get them tight. Weight yourself in. So you're gonna grab onto the barbell. It's the same thing one more time. Weight yourself in a little bit more. Squeeze yourself in. Make sure it's tight. Glutes are tight, core is tight. Ready? Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, up. So extend, just say lock out those elbows. Let me bring it out to you, don't fight me. Rack it. Bring it down. So when I bring it out for you, again, don't fight me. Right now,
I was pushing
right now you're like not letting me bring it out to you. So here, you're good. So this is naturally all you want to get, like, you're trying to get tight, right? You're trying to control it. Let me bring it out to you. And all you gotta do is extend those elbows.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna let go of it and you're gonna then get holding on to the weight, okay?
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, up. And bring it out for you. Out, 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 out. Okay, so extend those elbows. Core should be tight. Shoulder blade should be back, right? There you go. Okay. There you go. Deep breath. Pull into the chest. Drive back up. There you go. Deep breath, pull it in, try back up. Okay, I want you to give me a 1 second pause at your chest, okay? 1,000 up, there you go. 2 more. 1,000 up. Okay, give me 1 more. You're gonna straighten out your arms just a little bit, okay? Okay. And up. And rack. Good job. Okay, so your left arm right now is lower than your right. The bar is like
Yeah, you feel it tilting.
Yeah, do you feel why that's happening? So I think a big part of it is with your shoulder blades of like getting, where it's getting tight. Because right now, like see like right now, with just like how you're like holding the bar, like this shoulder is like lower like that.
Oh,
so
yeah, just naturally when I stand, like we had a class in fashion school where we took a picture of our body just like standing, and my left side is like
higher.
Just naturally.
And you're right-handed, yeah?
No, I'm left-handed.
Oh, you are left-handed.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense because like because it can work both ways, where it's either your dominant side will tend to be either high because it's like shoulder blades tight, or it's lower because you're reaching down and like you're,
working.
Yeah, doing stuff with your right hand. So, so in this case, your left hand. So I think that's probably the reason why like there's, everyone has imbalances. No one's like, even we try our best to be like perfectly symmetrical, but we have to be aware of those like the reality of it is
differences.
I mean, if you're using only your left hand all day, it's like the likelihood of your left side being tighter than your right is probably be higher, right? So what I want us to do this next round is really be mindful of that brace with our shoulder blades, so getting really, really tight and even. And then I'm gonna bring it out to you again. And when you get to that position, again, I want you to really just think mindful of like the bar. Like you can see visually, even though the bar is like over, again, you wanna be hitting like bottom of sternum.
I'm doing, so the left side is?
Left side is down.
Is like that.
Yeah, so because when you start to go down, your left side is coming down first. Okay. And that creates like this like uneven like sideways movement pattern versus like being even. So we have to think both sides have to be
level,
even on the way down and then even as you're pressing back up. So when I unrack it for you and you get over here, I want you to take a deep breath and really focus on squeezing those shoulder blades back, pulling it slow down to the chest, make sure you're even, and then press it back up, okay? Target bottom of sternum. That's kind of where we're hitting, okay? That's gonna be the point where we're trying to, yeah.
Oh, okay, underwire, got it, gotcha.
Underwire.
Gotcha.
That's a cue that I need to work for.
Nice.
I need a new one.
Yeah. So it'll be kind of like the bra line is where we're going for.
Okay, gotcha.
And then we're, got it.
I know exactly, yeah.
Yeah, we're locked in. And then from there we're gonna be just driving back up. So, but the main thing is like, I would say like, if we have a good, like, because I feel like usually when people miss benches is because they're bringing it down to the chest is sloppy. And so now like, because if you're loose or like uneven coming down, the likelihood of you having the stability to press back up, because you're creating the platform to like push off of.
Yeah.
Because if you're not tight through here, you're not gonna have anything to push that weight off of against, because your back is like drilling into the bench. That's why your feet are driving yourself in. Like you're trying to like almost like push yourself into that bench
wedge.
more. Exactly.
Be the bench.
Be the bench. You're trying to like fuse yourself into the bench so you have like really a lot of tension to just punch off of it, okay? So again, shoulder blades are gonna be the big thing, okay? Squeeze the shoulder blades, make sure we're even.
Yep.
I'll count down. 3, 2, 1. Just extend those elbows. Let me bring it out for you. Okay, there we go.
Too far out. Do I need to go lower on the bench?
That's perfect. That's good. Again, just squeeze, shoulder blades back, and then slow on the descent. Keep it even, keep it even, keep it even, keep it even. Good, and up. Good, nice Mattchu. Okay, the bar was even, now we're just getting a little too low, okay? So be right about here where we're aiming. Just to keep it even. Squeeze on the way even down. Beautiful, and drive back up. Good, give me 3 more just like that, okay? That was perfect. Even, even, even. Good, excellent. Great job, 2 more. Even, even, even. There we go. Great job. Way to make that correction, Mattchu. Okay, there you go, last one. Control, even, and drive. Beautiful. And rack. And down. Nice. Great job. How did that feel?
Good.
Yeah?
So I'm like focusing more on my right arm instead of my left.
Yeah.
Since I feel like this is going to be harder to fix rather than controlling this.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, when it comes to like compensation stuff, it's interesting when we have like a weaker side. I mean, obviously I experienced this with like my legs, right? Like my right leg is way weaker and way less active than my left. So just even when I'm like doing a bilateral movement, like a squat, for example, like I have to like intentionally think, push with my right leg, right? Versus my left leg is like, it's be fine. It's gonna take care of itself. So for you, it's like your left side is probably like overdoing it, where the right side is the one that needs to like
focus. Yeah, I feel like,
compensate.
you know, even though I was lowering it evenly, like this has worked out a little bit more than this side. Yeah.
Make sure our feet are even as well, because that's a big thing as well. If our feet are uneven, right, then our body will naturally going to be kind of crooked. So make sure our feet are even from spacing to how far back they are. Good?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, up. I'm gonna bring it up for you. Out. There we go. Okay, squeeze. Here we go. Control on the way down, even. Smooth on the way down. Beautiful, and up. Good. So a little bit low again. You hit here. I want you to aim a little bit more like here, okay? Smooth. Beautiful, Mattchu. That was perfect. Good. Give me one more, okay? Deep breath. Smooth, controlled. Up. Excellent. Back. And down. Good job. Let's go, Mattchu. That looked great. Those last 2 reps were like,
they felt solid.
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, like as far as like placement, evenness, excellent. Like really, really good job.
I can feel during workouts my body trying to automatically correct stuff now.
Good.
Even though it might be a newer movement, it's like, oh, this kind of doesn't feel right because of, I don't know, whatever reason.
Right. 'Cause, I mean, that's the thing. At the end of the day, like, there's only a few like really foundational movement patterns in the sense of like there's the hip hinge, there's flexion and extension, right? Regardless of your joint, there's external rotation, internal rotation. So there's all these things that like we do. Like if you know how to do a squat, right? For example, an air squat, then you'll probably know how a lunge should feel because that's just a single leg squat, right? It's the same movement pattern, but now we're doing a split stance rather than feet are out to the side. Same thing with deadlifts versus doing even something like a bent over back fly, right? You should know how a hip hinge should feel like by doing deadlifts. So when you're doing a hip hinge to do a back fly, should be the same thing, right? You should know how that should feel, kind of a thing. So I think those are good things that you are like picking up and being aware of, because it does make a huge difference for sure. A good setup is going to be make it successful bench attempts. So right foot needs to be externally rotated a little bit. So there you go. Good. Okay. Core should be tight. Glutes should be tight. Shoulder blades should be wedged in. Strong grip. Okay. Ready?
Okay.
Yeah. Take your time. Ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Up. Extend. Let me bring it out to you. Right there. Okay. There you go. Deep breath. Pull yourself in. Control on the way down. Beautiful, Mattchu. And drive. Yep, there you go. Just like that. 2 more. Drive. Nice. Here you go. Last one. Take your time. Control and even. And up. Good. Nice job. All right. And up. Beautiful job. Nice, Mattchu.
Fierce.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have all the pieces now. Like it's all there. So now it's just drilling.
Repeating, drilling.
And then we'll work on like, and you're gonna hit a certain point with like the weight. Like that's the thing is like we're gonna like maintain good form, but we're gonna hit like a certain point with like the weight that we add on. That's gonna be like, it's gonna expose areas that are weak, right? So like weaker. So maybe it is for you, it's the shoulder blades. So we gotta work on more back. We gotta like really hit hard with the rows, and we gotta really hit hard with like pull downs and all those kind of things to make the back more developed. So you have a bigger and stronger platform to pull back and then press off of.
Man, if I were trying to train by myself, like I would not know these things. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of getting a coach. That's why we have coaches. That's why I think like if you are really trying to like
level up, step your pussy up.
Step your pussy up. Whatever it is, you gotta like in anything. If you want to step your pussy up in anything in life, should probably get a coach, get a mentor,
Get a mentor, get a coach.
get someone who's like that place that you want to like be going towards, and like, you know, like learn from their mistakes.
It's like a benchmark too.
Yeah, I mean that's the big thing for me is like, I mean, especially with the bench press. Like, I mean, my coaches helped me a lot with that because I had a very stereotypical like, I guess like bro bench press from like football. It was just like pushing fast and like bouncing it off my chest. My hips would leave the bench, and it was just like trying to like lift as heavy as weight as I can and move it fast because I was like football. You have power, right? But then like again with that, like that's where my shoulders get all beat up because I'm not like locked into place and my core isn't tight, my glutes aren't active. So now I'm like rebuilding and relearning the bench press really from the ground up, the more proper way to do it. And with that is like I've learned a lot, and in that sense, like same thing for you now. It's like as I teach you, it's like don't like learn from my mistakes so you don't have to have them. Learn to do it the right way the first time. So like it's just onward and upwards.
Habit.
Yeah, exactly. So great job, Mattchu.
Yeah.
Move on to our next movement pattern, and then we're gonna have our shoulder blades lifted up slightly, and we're gonna be doing leg raises. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. And we're gonna go all the way up to 12 for that.
12.
And then after that, we're gonna pop up, come around. We're gonna be doing
Push-up.
push-ups.
Oh man.
I want you to do 8 today.
8. Okay.
So keeping that core tight. But same practice as far as like what we just did for a bench press.
Great British Bake Off, I think, starts back up again next week. Have you guys ever watched that?
No. But
What is it called?
I love Great British Bake. It's so wholesome.
Literally everyone talks about it.
Really silly cooking show.
Oh yeah. It's called Secret Chef.
It's so silly.
Yeah.
It's like, but I'm kind of into it.
Yeah.
On what?
It's so Hulu.
Hulu?
Yeah.
Hulu?
It's just very, very gimmicky, very like cheesy.
Who's the secret chef, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah, like no one knows who each other is. It's like the mole, but it's you know, cooking and ridiculous challenges they have to do.
I watched like a few episodes of, what is it called? Traitor. Have you guys ever seen that?
No.
Oh my god.
Wait, trainer?
Traitor.
Oh, trader.
It's like, so a house full of people. There's 3 traitors among them that meet secretly every night to eliminate someone, and they gotta figure out who the traitors are.
Oh, nice. And Matt, try to bring those feet out just a little bit more. There you go. And try to squeeze those glutes a little bit more. There you go. Nice job, dude. Your push-ups look
They feel solid.
mighty fine.
Thanks.
And that's the one thing too is like that's the beauty of doing stuff like the bench press, right? It's like it almost feels like counterintuitive in the sense of you know, like for like Murph, for example, right? Like you have to do a bazillion push-ups, and so like how does doing a 3-rep barbell bench press help me with that? But it's like learning to like activate and turn on all the right muscles, and then have that better mind-muscle connection when you're doing a more technical movement. That's going to translate to your push-ups, right? When you then do high volume, you're not like every rep thinking like getting really, really tight driving, and you're in a different position obviously too. You're face
But
down
it's
versus
still
face
like-
up. But it's the same muscles, right, that are working. So you're gonna have a better like contraction and more efficient contraction.
Balance.
So like now you're gonna be a little more back dominant as well. You're gonna be able to like keep that core a little more tight. Glutes are gonna be a little more tight. So it feels more natural, right? All those things like do play a role. Good job, Mattchu. Keep that core tight. 1 rep at a time. Straight down, straight back up. There you go. Nice, great job. One more round.
Is that the country boy?
The country boy.
Yeah. I got Mattchu into country.
But like, I've officially entered my, my chaperone era.
Nice.
yes.
Yeah. Hey, you have no idea like how
I
many
get it.
clients who like.
Oh really?
Michelle was the first to be like, I was like, what's the vibe? She's like, can you play Chaperone? I'm
Yes.
like, ooh, who's that? She's like, just play it. She did, and I was like,
We love
whoa.
Michelle.
And I was like, whoa. My eyes have been open.
I think
Where did they come from? Like, it's just like, I feel like,
she just blew up. Like ever since, especially since she performed at the VMA, she gained even more.
Yeah.
Like I'm seeing her videos, reading
just-
the comments, and like a lot of comments like, this came out 4 years ago and I'm only discovering her now.
dang.
I feel like that's all artists.
You know,
Like they
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
put it, and then like
Right.
just something happens and they blow up into the sky.
You know who was like that, like surprisingly, that blew my mind was, I remember the first time Ed Sheeran was on the Billboard 100 for A-Team. That song was like 6 years old when it hit the billboards for the first time. And I was like, that's crazy. Can you imagine having a song that's been out for 6 years and then like,
And
it
only
just,
now
all of a
it's
sudden
like,
just goes, like,
No one knows about it.
yeah, he was just some dude, like,
you just need the moment.
last 8. Finishing today strong. There you go, good.
Perfect song.
Yeah.
Yes.
Proud of you, Mattchu. Great,
We
great.
did it, bitch. Step your pussy up.
And that's the end of the video. Perfect.